welcome to Dr. Jester. Well, maybe talked in this one. This time it's a little bit more positive. I've rediscovered a TV show from, well, the 90s, a severely underrated TV show called Seaquest. I am very glad that I did. I remember as a kid watching it a few times and being amazed at how good and cool it was, that it was a bit like Star Trek, but under the sea. I loved it, but unfortunately, I didn't know English too much back then, and, well, actually, not at all, and, they only dubbed a few episodes, or at least only made a few episodes available on TV, and I could never catch it, and watch it again. So I only saw a few episodes, eventually I forgot about it, and I moved on with my life, etc. Stuff happened, but then I was remembering about it, because we don't have any good science fiction TV shows lately on TV. None at all. The Orville being the actual last good TV show, science fiction TV show out there, being the only one and the last one. It's just sad. We're really in the dark ages of science fiction, and that makes it very sad. And so I decided to go and check it out, and it's very good. I have not regretted it, not even a tiny little bit. It's awesome. I mean, it's so well made. It happens in the near future, which for them, back in the day, 1993, 1994, that would be 2018, according to the TV show. So basically in the past for us. It's fun. But suffice to say, they got a lot of it right. The technology they predicted, they got it a lot of it right, especially basing on the time. For instance, they started to use LCDs. They got that one right, even though back then LCDs was very expensive, so I can only imagine how much it costed for them to actually feature them on the TV show. Well, they were mostly smaller screens for the LCD. The bigger ones, they used those projectors, TVs that you use to watch or see on the stores, that they featured a gigantic TV. But the screen was made of acrylic, and there was a projector behind the back, and they used that system. The special effects is actually surprisingly better than Babylon 5, even though it seems to be the same style. The 3D, which is the CGI, is it's very similar, but you don't notice it too much. I don't know if it's because of the darkness of the ocean or something, but it looks far, far better in Seaquest than it does on Babylon 5. In Babylon 5, sometimes it gets quite painful to watch. I don't know why. But before I continue, here is something awesome too. right. So you can see it's a very diverse cast, and it's pretty awesome. There's no identity politics in there, none at all. You can see Jonathan Ford in there, which is the black guy. None at all. Not even a single moment he uses, "Oh my god, I'm a victim because I'm black." None so far. And I'm watching episode 18 of the first season. Not even a single tiny moment that has happened. Yet, in Star Trek, we get to see a lot of that. At least, the modern Star Trek. Not the actual good Star Trek, which ended in Star Trek Enterprise. And you could even say that some of the Jar Jar Abrams. I was going to say Adams. Jar Jar Abrams movies were okay. Not spectacular, but they were okay. Acceptable. But anything after that is not Star Trek. Either way, no identity politics whatsoever. It's good, but there's obviously certain hippy-dippy subjects which I have to complain about, which happened in the episode 17, I believe. Song of Whales, Whale Song, or something like that. And they don't have any meat. It's prohibited. So all the meat is lab grown and things like that. And it doesn't feel absolutely correct, not even in the very near future. It feels absolutely utterly retarded because the consequences of not having any meat, it means that all the cows will have to be, Minecrafted. You know, so it doesn't seem very bright. And there's also a few mistakes in that same episode in which I have to complain about. The first one is that you can see in the beginning on the first 16 and 18 episode that they have a hologram-like system in which there's like a projector and the captain talks to the AI, which is they managed to get that properly okay. We can talk to the AI today in this year, but we still need some sort of element or component for it to bounce the photons. We still don't know how to do it, like in Star Wars or sometimes even Star Trek, depending on the TV show you watch. But we still cannot do it. We still don't have the holodeck technology or anything like that. But in this specific episode, my complaint goes to that the captain of the enemy sub was playing the game. It was in 3D and the guys were fighting. You could see it was actually a normal person. But suddenly the game ended and they stopped. And then suddenly they go down in some sort of 3D hologram-ish. That didn't fit well or right. Another problem was with the submarine they used, the Foxtrot, which is a Kilo submarine from Russia. The way they used it in there, it's not correct either. First, the submarine is way bigger than that. A crew of 3 will not work on a submarine of that size, needing at least, I think, 50 or more people, depending. And you also cannot use your diesel engine underwater without a snorkel. Yeah, technology pioneered by the Germans in World War II. The submarine would stay underwater. They would lift a very big exhaust out of the water, run its engine. The submarine would stay there underwater, and the diesel engine would charge the batteries, and the submarine would still operate, etc. But the downside is you have a pipe up there. But here in the TV show, they showed the submarine just running underwater and letting out a lot of smoke behind the water, so it didn't feel correct. But beyond that, the amount of errors or mistakes you see, or, contradictory information and things like that in this TV show is minimal. I think the biggest complaint I had was on that specific episode. Before that, none. I don't remember even feeling like there was something wrong here or there. That's how good it is. On the TV shows lately, I look at it, oh my god, this is a mistake. Why would they put that in the story? Why did they do that? Why are they doing that? That makes no sense. I go that all the time. And I go even, and I mean it, and I'm gonna make a point out of it. It's so bad. Let me put it example of Resident Evil. That one is really bad. I started to root for the dog zombies. The zombie dogs. Let that sink in. That's how bad the TV shows are lately. So, with that single episode on Seaquest, that's the amount of complaint I got in there was worth the, 18 episodes that I watched. That's it. You don't see that on today's TV shows of science fiction or whatever. The stuff I complain about in that single episode would be what? The first 10-15 minutes of one episode that we watched today. So basically, it's a very good TV show, and I suggest you to watch it if you ever get the chance. Men are men, women are women. And the only thing that I feel worried about is that I don't want them to... the TV show to get too popular, because otherwise we're going to end up with like Star Trek and Star Wars and Dungeons and Dragons and Willow and Wheel of Time, Lord of the Rings, Ranks of Power, and then the Dragon something, House of the Dragon and things like that, in which it's full of woke garbage, it's retarded, and they destroyed the IP, they destroyed everything. So if there is a remake, or if there is a continuation of the TV show, boy, do I sure hope they do it after this woke shenanigans from Hollywood is long gone. Because, no, I cannot stomach another IP that I like go down the drain. And Seaquest, that one is going to hurt. Like a lot. Well, on that goddamn fucking hell, have a great fucking night, and boy oh boy. Sorry, Type A, or Type A, Type 1. I hope we don't get to see a sequel to Seaquest, at least for now. At least for now.